y'all. A closed mouth don't get fed. You gotta fake it till you make it, y'all. No doubt, get bread, homie. Right, yeah. Let's jump out there. Produced by my man Oddisee. The harmonies on the vocals is actually Oddisee. Like we said, he had the mic up while he was producing, and this nigga was literally sitting in the chair going, ooh, yeah. And literally, he didn't even get up to the mic. Like the mic was just sitting up there, and I walk into the studio, and this fool sitting in the chair like this. I was like, yo, what's wrong with this fool? But it came out dope. So I'll let him explain most of like how the actual production process happened and all that shit. But you want to do it now? Okay, cool. Ladies and gentlemen, Oddisee, strange looking person.
Hey, what's up, y'all? How you doing? Alright, cool. Yeah, this album, I don't even know like how I met Shrek. I guess kind of how this album really came about. I was touring with J Live, and actually, not touring is misleading. I was along the trip because I was working on this album at the time and we didn't finish. So he's like, "Come on the road, man. We can work when we're not performing or whatever." So I ended up going on the road with him, Pigeon John, the Living Legends, and it was somebody else. I can't remember. That was like my first time really coming out to the West Coast. It was maybe what, 4 or 5 years ago, maybe more. 6 years. Jesus Christ. Okay, there's children I can talk, man, that were born there. So yeah, I came out here and I was like blown away. I never heard of the Living Legends before coming out here. A lot of that music from the underground in the West doesn't reach DC. Like we a real closed, reclusive city when it comes to hip hop. We don't get shit unless it's on like mainstream radio a lot of times, and our knowledge on the underground ain't the strongest. You know what I'm saying? So I come out here and I'm like, who are these dudes? Why are we at the House of Blues? Oh my God, why is she crying and screaming? This is crazy. And like they had screaming fans and I never heard them. I'm like, how can somebody have screaming fans and I never heard of them before? So I'm like looking around, I'm like, yo, I gotta work with somebody on the West. So I'm calling people, I'm like, yo, who I need to work with? 3 people. I got back, said you need to work with Chuck Light. At that time, he was on Rated Next, this Showtime hip hop battle. Everybody was like, yo, you need to holler at Chuck. I got his number. I hit him up. He came down, met me at the House of Blues at the Living Legend show. We connected, clicked. It was like, all right, we're gonna mess with each other. We're gonna make this record. Not quite the record yet, but that's how we met. You know what I mean? He was recommended. He came highly recommended because he was on his job. You know what I'm saying? And he started to be able to get me shows on the West Coast, and like I never had to worry about a line. I walked into places with this dude and didn't have to pay and all kinds of crazy shit that I wasn't used to, right? And then he was like, yo, what's up with some shows on your side of the country? Can't help you there. Like, we don't know who you are. Like, my city is hard. It wasn't an open window like that. So I was like, look, I do my thing out in Europe. They more easy and receptive. You booked all this stuff in the West. Let me repay you by doing stuff in Europe. So that started our relationship for the next 4 years of him booking all these shows on the West Coast and throughout the Midwest, and me booking all the shows through Europe. And then I remixed his first album, and that's how I ended up doing the second album, All the Beats. And that's how we knew each other for a really long time before we even connected on records. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a big fan of regional hip hop that sound like, when I listen to it, it's like the soundtrack to the city where it come from. And I wanted to do that for DC, so I made Diamond District. And I got an artist from Topeka, Kansas named Stick Figure who sound like he from the Midwest. My homie Tranquil from London who sound like London. When you listen to him, you're gonna hear London. And last but not least, this gentleman right here, we wanted to make a record that when y'all listen to it, it sound like LA, it sound like California. So that's the idea. If you listen to the production style I crafted for the record, I was out here for 2 weeks and I made everything out here at his house. I was in nothing but a tank top, a do-rag, Coronas, and hamburgers for 2 weeks. Real talk. Bad diet, terrible, yo. Like the Lady Zellweger the way I gain and lose weight, you know what I mean? Yeah, I wanted to kind of cover all my favorite like styles of West Coast production through his record. So you'll hear elements of like G-Funk, early 90s underground. You'll hear like things that kind of remind me of like Far Side or Dilated. You'll hear like newer age, like Dre sounding tracks on there. I wanted to craft a record that musically sounded like kind of like a musical history through the production in LA. So you'll hear it go from beat breaks to synthesizers. My favorite thing about West Coast production is a lot of the beats had live instrumentation or players could play keys and stuff over the tracks. as on the East Coast, it was real heavy in the sampling. West Coast production and a lot of like Southern production from rap, a lot of stuff like that, which I'm a fan of. I noticed early on that cats was playing on it. It sounded like cats who came from church started making hip hop beats. That's what I loved about the production that came from out here, and that's what I wanted to capture on this record. So when you listen to it, listen to that. You know what I'm saying?
I think the other thing about it is while we were on tour, we discussed a lot of music or whatever. So we'll actually kind of get into that, get into a little bit more history as we do a few more songs. But one thing that we also wanted to capture briefly is that when we talk about Cali, we never talk about Cali historically. We always talk about Cali kind of starting from gangbanging and just, you know what I'm saying, like from there. So you either like do a record where you saying, yo, I'm not a gangbanger, or you got a record, I mean, even though I say I'm not a gangster, I'm a grown man. But either way, like you either doing a record that's saying, I'm not that way, or I really am that way, or I know a lot of people, so I'm kind of cool with both. But I wanted to do a song that says, that kind of represented like the migration of my family and a lot of black people to Cali. Because there was a culture before like the Watts riots, and there's a culture before, you know, gangbanging, so play that shit. What a lot of people don't know about California is that we pretty much are all migrants here, you know what I'm saying? And as you hear these songs, I just want other people from other cultures to like talk about their experience and how their family got here, but this is how my family got here, you know what I'm saying? Look, they came from Texarkana, Shreveport, Louisiana, Okmulgee, Oklahoma, Mississippi, Alabama. The Midwest had ways like the South, so they bounced, leaving behind the black and white water fountains. In segregation, some were born on reservations, Native American blood flowing through their veins. And rumor has it many settled in Nevada, picking cotton and sharecroppers, while others didn't stop. They crossed the border to a small desert place called Allensworth. The Florida Black City, one of America's first to have a black sheriff, black mayor, black banker. No matter how far we ran, couldn't escape danger. See white folks pour arsenic in the water, killed many. But freedom energized us plenty. We made homes in Barstow and Harvard, but San Bernardino, then Watts is where it all got started. Parties on Central, Red Fox was at the Tiki Room. Jam sessions at the places the musicians rule. Live shows at the Lincoln Theater. We was all in together, can't imagine nothing greater. Brothers got city jobs coming home from the service. The Panthers in the Bay made the whole world nervous. Two white folks moved to the valley. We occupied South Central and Compton. Mid-City we stopped and skipped ahead to the blue and red. Streets got violent, a product of the dope game after Watts riots. Then Hollywood made stars, the black economy shifted. Those that had versus those that didn't. Long day, long days they used to pose in Cliftons. Black people were exposed as niggas. The nature of the Golden State, where the sun shines. Look, if fame is a bigger trap than the one time, I'm from a city too diverse to gentrify, and Hollywood dreams have eaten many alive. That's from the 213 to 909, 310 to the 805. We all one, CA, all day I bless, children of a better life conquest when they headed due west. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically kind of like the story. Hold up. CA? Oh, man. He was waiting for it. Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of like a, you know what I'm saying, a migration story, because I mean we got here from somewhere. We didn't just show up in khakis and chucks. Like we actually. So that's how it is. And if anybody wants to do like a historical search on the rhyme, please look up the city Allensworth, where you'll find that it was a very big thriving community, and it was where a lot of people moved into it, and they said arsenic seeped into the water, but you know. We all know that arsenic was placed into the water, so there's that. Let's talk shit about rappers again. Soul Supreme, fuck rappers. Let's go. Soul Supreme.
You gotta tell them.
Huh?
Soul Supreme.
I'm gonna tell them, yo. Can I get this? Can I? Huh?
Come on.
But the instrumental don't have that part at the beginning. That's you. You gave us the instrumental. Yeah. Can you play the original real quick? No. We gonna get this Oddisee thing. We getting this. You know what I'm saying? He moving on to the Pharrell phase of his career, where you know there's a lot of singing going on. So we told you about the singing in the chair. Now we got the operatic singing. Let's go. This is Oddisee right here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Put them all together.
Alright, hold on. We gotta have some beat for this. Juice, we turn it up a little bit. Is it cool? differences are so glaring, it's to the point where it's embarrassing to be in the same class. I act hella very, all flaming and flaring, emotional and caring. Nope, we not on the same level at all. I'm more better than pure, and y'all never before or after will match my ability to kill it. I'm spitting a tyrant flow to take over your village, cause y'all turn to women. The minute you not winning, stop whining and bitching, start handling business and there lies the difference. Homie, we not children, I get grown and handle my own route. Feelings cold, chilling at the top of the pile. So I rock with it now and flow opposite, you jocking this down. Taking no straight, jotting it down, there's no stopping me now. I put the dough to the pocket, it's now so supreme. Yeah, I'm here now, and I'll be here later, but you'll be gone there. See, I'll be here, I feel so supreme. I am so supreme, y'all so supreme, I'm so supreme. It's like, you was there then, but you ain't here now, and I was dead, and here, I feel so supreme, I feel so supreme. I gotta say this, man, this first line is very important. Look, popularity's for little girls. I'm on a flight rocking shows all across the world. Exchange foreign currency, see the sights double up in here, on the plate bones with my nigga girl. I ain't gotta explain my reasons for anything. I simply do my thing on beats in my own lab. You fill in the blanks. Give thanks for my presence as I'm in Texas, filling the bank. Now look, I'm on my grind steadily, niggas, you better be smarter. Get your publishing up to fuck with me, little dude, we ain't running the same. I ain't running for fame, I ain't running with y'all wanna run in the game, I'm trying to ball up the court. Give a fuck what you say, I'm exotic moves now, being lucky can pay. Only once or twice, so get your cash for the rest of my days. Fuck in the best in LA, so playing, yeah, I'm here now, and I'll be here later. But you'll be gone then, and I'll be here, I feel so supreme, I am so supreme, I get it so supreme, I am so supreme. Now look, see you was there then, but you ain't here now, and I was there then, so yeah, I'm so supreme, I feel so supreme, I feel so supreme. I wrote that rhyme because there are a lot of MCs who are more fashion than they are rap. And if a nigga is more worried about the tennis shoes you have on than your flows, then you actually are kind of whack. And as we were writing this, as we were doing that song, it was real important to back them off for the wordiness of that shit. And clearly, you know, sometimes you have to explain something to somebody, and other times you just gotta be like, fuck you, bitch, I will knock you the fuck out. That's what that shit was. So I'm here, I read critics saying, yo, you know, Trek didn't get as wordy as he did on Price. I didn't want to. I wanted to be like, no, fuck you. I just wanted to be that clear on records like that. And I wrote this rhyme, and I've been doing it I've been doing this acapella verse, and I'm gonna just end with this acapella verse and let Ab Lowell play some joints from the record. And if I want to do a verse, so.
I kick some.
Yeah, I'll just kick a rap, whatever. I've been singing this whole time. But anyway, man, what is the damn issue? Every time I rhyme like the Hulk, I try and rip you. Past friends, good riddance, we don't miss you. And groupie hoes, you get boned and wet tissues. See, I'm skilled like a crash maker, fast breaker, game winning shot, hitter off the top, spitter, I run legit business. Now won't you stop, nigga, then run my Fetty here to the Getty, the spot ripper. Now, I don't drink Patron, homie, I'm grown. Dark liquor poured in a sip that you not knowing. Matter of fact, you not know. With brand new outfits and tennis shoes, but live on stage can't rock shows. They overdress and overhype. Want success overnight. Got the look but ain't got the talent, and that's the oversight. Pussy style pH balance raps went on the mic and get you fucked up. I'll put that on your girl overbite. You little Kanye sound alikes with swap meet night song, nigga, this here to fight song. Hold up. Listen. You little Kanye sound alikes with swap meet night song, nigga, this here to fight song. And you Boxy boys non-guan test, don't say a word. Don't even whisper under your breath and breathe, nigga. You rap like you under duress. Get the fans their money back, man. You ain't come here to rap, I got here. See, I learned to make something from less, and I don't front to be fresh, and I ain't frontin' for press. Nah. See, that ain't never my style, I just provide sound. I make bigger moves, leave y'all to write it down. I'm trying to see shows for more than 4 figures, so yeah, you go ahead and work the blogs. We'll make Sports Center, that's how it is. You can ask Biz, I'm all on my cold grind, might cop all of Woodbridge and turn it into a combine for real shit. Guppy little rappers, I'm on my electric ill spit. Fuck you little rappers, I'm stepfather MC and I punish for no reason. Son you the whole evening. No pun intended, God is my strength and there's no weakness. Nasty, y'all saw porn, I flow freaking it. Quite clear? I'm getting stay like big. We finish it right here, but then it'd be light years before they can ever see my level. Generations have passed and my great-greats and greats will still be rocking your ass and track life, y'all. Halfway running out of breath. Yeah, anyway, just a verse to back up the fashionistas a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And What you heard was all songs from Everything Changed Up. Come on up here, man. Talk to us, man.
What you want me to do?
What
I'm
you
sorry.
What you
What you want me to kick out?
Alright, I want to kick something? Alright, let me see what I got. Hold up. Alright,
Which color apple?
what?
Might sound crazy.
Okay, bet. Hey, look. They say that murder rap bygone, and I reply wrong. I brought the murder cat back to NY with one track that I produced for Saigon. Shotty's in the video. I turn around and spit some party shit, probably get a shiny suit with the Diddy flow. Here we go. Bread stack a lot of O's, Cheerios. Really though, against the grain. Really though, I just want a proper one to flex the name. Quest for fame, probably intercept the flesh of dames when they check the name, thinking that the name on the check and the desk the same. Yes, yet they sadly mistaken, cause I want to beat it badly, but I don't have the patience. And all I had a bacon that these chickens searching for, so they beefing like I'm vegan and they hurting for some bull. That's wild money for you dumb niggas. Models in the whip when it crash. What's that? Dumb figures. See, learn a lot. Cause when you earn a lot and they taking shots at you, returning shots. Niggas jack my blueprints in 2 cents for their improvement, but when they done, return the plot. Okay. Let me see what else I got. Let me see. I got another drink. Alright, check it. Hey, look. Nah, I wasn't on the cover of no XXL. I'm that second kid though. Guess I bubble next well. Try leave me out the story, write me in the next tale. King of DMV rap, free to call me, next tale. Look, got the globe chirping though. London to Japan, if she with me, then she iffy, cause she know I'm in a circle though. I was out in France, I was flirting with a friend, and she urging me to scram, cause she heard that I'm a herder though. Listen, I'm a murder flow. Killing for a living like my father in the kitchen. He just played up cause his dinner cold. He was out there in the cold cause his collar indigo. Learning value of $1, so I ain't in the glow. That's a real hustler. Deliver the customers, and if you fake on what you're making, nigga, I don't fuck with you. Back to the beats, man. I'm trying to be the producer today, dog. God damn, man. You got me on a ride. What you got? Oh, might sound crazy. We did a song together one album, right? This is the only jam I think I'm rapping on this album, right?
Yeah. Which one's that?
Okay. Whose verse is first?
It would be yours. Because A-Live was first.
Let's see if I remember it.
I don't have no friends.
Outside music, okay. All right.
Which one? Might sound crazy.
We need y'all to sing along. We need crowd participation.
Check
It's the regular instrumental, right? So I need y'all to sing. And I know this might sound crazy. I need y'all to do this one part right here. And y'all say, to you, say, and I know this might sound crazy. To you. Hey, look. I don't have no friends outside of music. In my own world, don't require outside amusement. It's a distraction. Really now form, see. So I be rapping with my accent be foreign, see. I put a chat in so my accent speak normally, see. Niggas say what happened and I probably greet them cordially. High and by in the same sentence. I keep a wall up, blade fences. Build body extremities in life. High and dry from young. Time fly, niggas used to write rhymes for fun. Added DS to the end of that last word. No BS, same intention. I'm in the game for mentions. Amongst the greatest who ever did it, whoever spit it. A long shot, but I'm crazy enough and is it wisdom. A long opportunity, brothers, cause you can tell I'm with it. Opportunities that they were skipping. And I know this might sound crazy. Y'all ready?
Hey, look, God's gangsters good and bad women. Your boy trying to take these ones and stack millions. Be in a better environment, chillin'. My mind is on my planet, expanding on buildings. So I kick that make my daughter smile style, cause that's all that I need to proceed and succeed. I remember being told she forget me when I'm gone, but as soon as I got home, she hit daddy with a smile, and it's all worth the while. I heard that my career is self-serving. With my self-serve, a better living, not a wording. I'm busted with a purpose to let her know if I can win for rockin' flows, if anything is possible. I never think of rockin' flows for lots of weed and blocks on hoes. Fuck if they believe or not, I'ma proceed to rock. So baby girl, when I'm gone, you can trust everything that I do is for you, plus I do it for us. This might sound crazy to you, and I know this might sound crazy to you. I got it on the last one. Yo, thank you, man. Track Life, Oddisee, DJ Outlaw, Black Beats. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we already proved it. So he's just gonna play a couple of minutes off the record. You can get it right now. It's right there on vinyl. You can add it to my man's shoes. It's gotta be the shoes. It's right there on CD. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're doing right now. Thank y'all for coming out. All right.